Guys, I wanted to create a video about the benefits of boxing and fighting in general. So, as you guys know on the channel, I have been boxing for around 3 months so far. And let me just tell you this, I don't plan or intend on planning to stop anytime soon. I found that it's helped me in a lot more ways than I thought it would. And that's why I strongly encourage, people to go boxing or do some fighting or whatnot. So, first thing that I have to mention is that first month that you have in boxing makes you or breaks you. So what I say to anyone, why I'll recommend, go for boxing. Every man, just go for boxing for 1 month. If you don't, or like 3 weeks minimum. If you do not like it one single bit, all right, at least you got the experience. What harm can it do really for you, right? However, if you found it enjoyable, trust me, that joy that you get compounds up, right? For some reason, I don't understand why. I think it's maybe a primal desire to actually learn to get super physical and whatnot. It just helps you so much. That first month is where a lot of your development doesn't happen on the body, it happens on the mind. It always happens on the mind. I remember my first time going in, I was quite lethargic, lazy. I'm not gonna violate myself. I'm not gonna lie, but I was not at the. Do you know what? I'm gonna be straightforward. Yeah, I was a shit. I was shit. Yeah, my diet was shit. My everything was shit. I'm allowed to swear. I think if you don't swear, sometimes you're just being dishonest. Regardless, I was just shit throughout, right? And I didn't have priorities set in order, and I just put physical aspects like my body, my mind state, all of that on the back burner. Whereas, if anything, it should be on the front priority, in my opinion. Boxing changed that. That first session that I had with Coach Moses, it was changed me. Literally, that first session was like, oh shit, nah, this is very, very brutal. Like I had to keep my hands up. My arms were my tricep areas were dead. The first session they were dead, right? The first few sessions, the first 2 weeks, every session I went, it was dead right at the end. So I was like, I don't know if I can go tomorrow. And I was still thinking, like I went on Google, searched up, if your muscles are sore, can you still train, or is that like not non-optimal training or whatnot? And by the way, if don't search that up, I'll just tell you right now, if your muscles are sore, you can go training. It's fine. It's not going to be too bad, and actually promote muscle growth as well. However, if your like joints, like your actual joints here, sockets and all that stuff, those are like having pain, yeah, you definitely want to take rest on those. Okay. That being said, also like massage them a bit, like have proper rest, eat clean, all that stuff. You're gonna work out well. All right. That first month, every time I went, I had received a pain in the ass lesson. Right? It was like, no, you have to improve. You can't even survive one round of these things. You look at all these boxers who last like 5 rounds, 6 rounds. Some will last 12 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever rounds. Those people who are in that boxing ring and doing whatnot, you can say, oh, I'm better than them. I'm better than them. I can do this. I can do that. Trust me, you're not gonna. You really aren't. You really are not gonna. Okay. You're not as good as you think. And boxing humbles you quickly. That's why it's a make or break situation. It's either the humbleness, essentially, the humble check, the reality check of it all, either makes you into developing yourself. It's like, no, I don't want to be at this bottom self. I have an ego, or I want to be better than where I am right now. Let me go up on this. That's making you. Or you're like, I don't want my ego to be hurt anymore. I quit. That's the second one. All right. That's the first thing I think about boxing. That first month really humbles you. And this is why it's a big benefit of boxing, right? Because it brings such a strong reality check within you that you're just self-motivated to drive. You're not really competing against anyone here. You're literally like, okay, how the hell will I survive this session if I keep on going at this? Okay, I have to start eating clean so I have more energy. Oh, I should prioritize my rest so that my muscles aren't sore when I go again, training. Those things really, really help. And that is what's going on in your mental state. Also, it teaches you not to quit. I remember before, I'd feel like a bit of sweatiness, a bit tiredness. I'm not gonna lie, I just stopped and just relaxed. Once I wasn't sweaty, wasn't tired at all, then go again a bit, but less intensity because obviously I still felt tired. Boxing, 3 minutes round of continuous hard work, right? You stop maximum for 3 seconds, else, yeah, you're really doing it wrong. In the boxing gym as well. Sometimes that happens. And obviously that 1 minute rest is the only rest you deserve. That forces you to realize, okay, I have to push through this. I have to push through this workout. I have to push through it. All of those things. I noticed that first month really changed my perspective on doing the things I didn't want to do. I was like, no, I have to still go. I just have to do the work, especially when I didn't feel like it. I was aching. Like, my triceps were aching whilst holding those dumbbells, trying to do the continuous punches. But even though they were hurting, I could feel the burn, and I was still continuing to do the activities. That's one thing that it helps a lot with boxing. Another thing it helps with boxing, in addition to just improving your mental state, obviously it improves your physical state itself. So, for example, I've lost quite a bit of weight. I could say this probably around 20 kilos, around that, give or take. But apart from that, I'm wearing a jumper, but you can see, like, before, I'm not gonna notice, you wouldn't see like too big of a bulge from like what is a very thick insulating material, right? But now it is showing there. If I ever take a like topless pic of myself, you'll see also like more chiseled areas on the top. My belly fat has also gone down, so I can, like, when I go down, it's not only belly. I can see like my trousers and stuff when I look down. That's epic, okay? For someone who's fat like me in the beginning, to do that, I'm not gonna lie. You can violate me all you want, I don't give a shit. That's amazing. In addition to that, your face also looks better. A beard looks better as well. I have to take a haircut sooner or later. But not only that, in the outside, obviously aesthetically pleasing. If you want girls, you guys, I wouldn't recommend doing that just yet. For someone like me, I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. Not right now. But if you want to like get that physical aesthetic appearance, boxing definitely helps. So does going to gym, but I'll tell you why later on, why I recommend boxing over gym for people who are beginning out. But otherwise, internally, you're improving your cardiovascular health, you're improving your lung health, by all these processes of also eating clean as to actually like survive those sessions. You're improving your whole well-being. You're increasing your testosterone. You're increasing for men. You're increasing your testosterone. You're decreasing cholesterol levels that would otherwise be problematic for you. You're making all the hormonal and chemical balances perfect, and you're also improving your cardiovascular health, so you're less likely to suffer from like heart attacks and stuff. That being said, I'm not gonna lie, like, people, if you do it the wrong way, you can actually increase your chances of developing like brain damage. And yeah, that only happens if you, the first 2 months, go start sparring. I wouldn't recommend that, though. If you're in a real hurry, you got to do what you got to do, but I strongly wouldn't recommend it. And that's in terms of your physicality. A third thing that helps is your ability to network. You see, boxing gyms are different to normal gyms, and I've noticed that in normal gyms, I've been to many normal gyms, in fact. I've been to like places such as, Pure Gym, the Gym Group, Anytime Fitness. One time I had an opportunity to even go to David Lloyd's, an expensive gym area. I actually went there when I was a child just for like a few times. And you look at the atmosphere, the environment around you, you don't develop bromance, right? You don't develop that tribe aspect that I think men really need, especially in day and age where social media makes us more together, yet we're still so further distant apart. But boxing, in your boxing gym, I've noticed, I've been to around like 2, 3 boxing gyms, and even like fighting gyms, I've noticed as well. They develop a strong sense of brotherhood. Okay, that sense of brotherhood is I've never seen anywhere else. Maybe in a workplace, maybe in like schools. Like if you develop a proper, connection. But in boxing gyms, everyone's working to improve themselves and everyone else. For instance, today there's many people who I talk to, and they help me with like my stance, my footwork, all of those things. When we do a bit of light sparring, we hug each other out. All of those things. And everyone gives speeches that help us. No one's here to help to put you off, and that sense of unity, that sense of collectiveness. I know that some of them man have got my back, and I know that I definitely have got some of them man's back. Right, most of them man's back, pretty much all of them. Yeah. And that I've not seen in the gym. That being said, obviously some gyms will obviously have that, and obviously over time it happens. But with boxing, I've noticed that this is very much more apparent than anywhere else I've seen. And that's why I strongly recommend you go to like a boxing gym over a normal gym if you're beginning out. If you're beginning out, trust me, what you want to do is learn a bit of the fighting stances, get more of the cardio work done and all those things. Then you realize, okay, now I've gotten up to this point. Well, I need to do a bit more strength training. That's where gym comes in handy. And gym also allows you to develop on that. And so you will, in my opinion, I would say that you'll see this myself. I'm doing that same thing. I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm preaching. Yeah, I don't say things that I do not preach, or I do not say. I'm literally doing this. I started boxing 3 months ago. This month I started gym because I was like, all right, so I've gotten a lot of fat loss, but I want to increase muscle. I know certain areas I could be more powerful in. So like I want to increase my forearm strength. I want to increase my my triceps and biceps size, my chest size, or I want to look more bulkier but with muscle rather than fat, because you just age better, you just look better, it's just good, okay? It's just a good mixture of everything. And I was like, all right, I'll go gym now. So I do boxing, and then after that I go gym sometimes, or I go one day only boxing, and then the other day the only gym, something like that. I try to balance it well, but I always give my 100%. And that is something that I've learned from boxing. That mentality, when you go into gym, trust me, you're undefeatable, right? If someone's gone 7, 8 months into the gym, I think their mindset is similar to what someone who goes boxing for like a month or two, no, around 2 months, not 1 month, 2 months, would experience that. Okay, if you put any hard work into these sessions, into your workouts, you'll want to do it so effectively. You don't want to give up even when you feel the pain, right? You push through that pain, sometimes until failure, but other times just to push through the pain to get the workout in. And another benefit is protecting your tribe, right? The last benefit I can think of right now is protecting your tribe. Now, protecting your tribe is vitally important for men. I know that if someone disrespected my parents or if my sister in front of me, or anyone who in my tribe, okay, I guarantee you I wouldn't hesitate to correct them. With like, all right, you chill out. I don't want to have a problem here, but if you want to have a problem here, I'm ready to go. Why? Because that is protecting my tribe. I'm protecting my tribe. That is a responsibility of men to protect their tribe. Okay, and I know that that's my responsibility, and I do it goddamn well. And boxing allows me to do it goddamn well. Okay. That being said, thank you for watching. This video is a pretty lengthy video, a bit of waffle. I don't give a shit. And yeah, it allows me to think of my mind out, and yeah, we just enjoy ourselves. Everyone, take care, and see you in the next video. Peace.